All right, guys, so we spent some time talking about really the activities that we need to be focused on and maximizing this timing that we have at Yevo during its infancy, during the pre-launch phase, as we're driving into launch. And we've defined our why, we've set goals, we've created our list, we've prioritized that list, we've talked about the resources that you have at your disposal in our live opportunity calls, in our team calls, in the video. And one of the things that we talked about was three-way calling is a really powerful resource for you in building your business. Guys, it's third-party credibility. I wish I could give you a recipe on why it's so powerful. It's almost literally magical in how it works. But three-way calling creates that third-party credibility that is so useful for you in your business. So before we jump into how to do a three-way call properly, because there's a right way to do a three-way call and a wrong way, I want to get to the technical stuff first, because you got to get familiar with the device that you have. Whether you've got an iPhone or an Android, whatever device you're using, make sure that you're very efficient in doing three-way calls. Practice, because the last thing you want is to have a hot prospect on the line, have your upline ready to go, and then not be able to figure out how to tie them in and mess the whole thing up. Okay, so fundamentally, make sure that you've got the technical stuff out of the way. Now, there are really some key important steps in doing a three-way call. First of all, respect your upline's time. Make sure that they're available. If you got to text them, schedule the time in as much advance as you can, but respect their time and make sure that you do the call on time, that you're keeping them updated in the progress of getting that person on the line. Secondly, in the process of doing your three-way call, make sure that you're updating your upline on where that person's at in the process. If they've seen the video on your replicated site, if you've been able to get them information, what conversations you've had, where they're at. Maybe they're just right there ready to get going, and you just need that upline's help to pull them over the line. Or maybe you need the upline's help to get them on a call, on an opportunity call or to an event. But let that upline know so that they can be maximum effort for you and be really efficient in that process. Third thing, edify your upline. So in the process of setting that call up, edify your upline that they're going to be on the call, because they most likely don't know who your upline is from Adam. So talk a little bit about their success, your partnership with them, why you're so grateful in being partnered with them and working this business with them, so that when they're on the phone with this person, there's already credibility established. Now, once the time has come and it's time to do your three-way call, your job as the person initiating the call is simply to host it. So here's what your job is: to get the prospect and the upline on the phone, make introductions. Again, at that point in time, edify your upline to the prospect, edify your prospect to the upline, making them feel good. Everybody loves a compliment, and then pass the call off. Because here's the power in three-way calling. You never want to be the expert to your prospect. I take note of that. You never want to be the expert to your prospect. Here's why. Because if your prospect sees you as an expert, then they believe they have to be an expert, know everything that you know in order to have the success that they perceive that you had. Let your upline be the expert to your prospect. So your job, get them on the call together, edify your prospect to your upline, edify your upline to your prospect, and then let your upline go to work for you. That's the right way to do a three-way call, and I would encourage you, do as many three-way calls as you can with your prospects, and your success ratio will go through the roof.